Greetings and salutations. Welcome to the new and improved conversational podcast. Whether you're joining us for the first time or you're a returning listener, we're thrilled to have you on board for another exciting adventure. Welcome to episode 212 of Weebs Lounge, where we talk about anime, manga, gaming, movies, and weeb culture throughout the honest conversation, debate, and chaotic energy. For this week, we got the love theme of the first week of the month, and that is audience ships versus canon love. Which one is hurtful, which one is true, and which one is the reality that we have to accept as fans? So much of heartbreak, so much that could have been Deku and Baku making out at the end and be like, Oji-chan! But hey, you know what? Share this episode, bring your friends, and let's make this episode unforgettable, talking about love and talking about all the power of friendship. All power by AniMa W3 Studio. Catch every new episode every week, so stay tuned. It's your boy, Love and Peace, Legendary Vash from the House of Tempest, and we're here talking about the Latino heat from the Three Amigos, because a big shout out to Liv Morgan, because she had to represent her dirty dog, cochino ass, Dominic Mysterio, since he wasn't here at the Royal Rumble. But hey, you can make a FaceTime call and be like, yo, how you doing, papicito? ¿Cómo está? I won the Royal Rumble. I am her. I'm not him or Carmelo Hayes, but I am her, H-E-R, because she is Scarlett Johansson. Who knows? All these references are being thrown out here because we are doing other direction. But Whawkins is like, yo, we went from here, this monologue in the beginning, getting all sensual, but it's not like my two guys up here, the Cloudy and the World Champion, we're not giving the whole sensual of a whole 4 chapters being read on Discord, because you guys should check out the Discord community of AniMa W3 Studio if you guys want to hear the voiceover, the audio books, future being presented by AniMa W3 Studio by Whawkins and Cloudy Chance of Meatballs. But hey, world champion, the big lover of Bill Goldberg from WCW, NWE, who retired from the career killer. How you doing, world champion?
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, and ignorant children of the aisles, what is up and what is good? That's right, we're in Love Month right now, and oh yeah, we're going to be doing some ASMR for you. Oh yeah, hopefully you like that little lip clicking and all that. You know, maybe I'll get some food later and crunch onto that into the microphone, just like this. But yes, that's right, your reigning, defending, undisputed, universal heavyweight champion of the world is here, and you know what? I am a fan of Bill Goldberg. You know, I don't fight that. I don't, run from fate because, hey, sometimes fate is fine. You know, sometimes we're fated to be greatness. Sometimes we're fated to just go down in hell and all that stuff, and if you know, you know, especially if your name is Hulk Hogan. But hey, that's neither here nor there, everybody, because we're here to talk about love. We're here to talk about the good graces of all that is holy, all that is just peachy. And you know what? If I vomit once or twice because of all this love talk, that's fine. It's okay. You know why? Because we're all human at the end of the day, unlike some clouds that like to be in the sky and rain down upon us. Also, it's freaking cold. I had to put on my I'm wearing my for the audio only people out there, I'm wearing my heated blanket right now because it's cold as shit.
I love how you broke out a character. He's like, hold the fuck this bullshit. It's cold. Died. I got a wrench. I gotta talk about it's 25 degrees, 0 degrees. My balls are freezing.
Man, it's so cold that freaking, I guess Florida decided to freeze over in the US, so whatever. That's neither here nor there. I'm done giving an intro. I'm over it. How about this cloud talk with this hoodie? How you doing up there? How you doing up there in the sky? Is it any warmer up there?
No, it's much worse, actually. But hello, everyone. It's me, Cloudy Crescent, your favorite purple cloud with the crescent for its head. Yes, favorite. Sometimes least favorite, but there's only one of me. And you know what? Honestly, fuck love. Today, I want to celebrate Black History Month. Just want to throw that out there because we are recording this on February 1st, so just happy Black History Month.
I think Whawkins did also represent it when he said throwing Hulk Hogan down in hell and everything, and just saying that the on our community posted all the 2K memes of all the black dudes literally just smacking Hulk Hogan in the game, and I'm like, thank you guys, I love ya. I love how y'all just continue to meme every single 1st of February. Yeah, do it.
I love every single year when those clips get thrown around.
It's just ready
warms
for
my
it.
heart.
But yes, guys, it is Black History Month, so a big shout out to that and everything. We will have some episode at the end of the month to represent that as well, so don't worry, stay tuned for that.
We could just call it Your Richie Day and just leave it at that.
Good. I approve.
I approve. But Cloud, you
I'll
been
celebrate
good?
on my own.
Oh yeah, I'm all right. Since last episode, it's just been practically the entire eastern seaboard got hit with a little bit of an Arctic freeze. So here's hoping everyone is okay. Where I am at, in good old Pennsylvania, it appears that the worst is now behind us. We're going to get some 30-degree weather. I know we're at the point where I am wishing for 30-degree weather, but it is thanks to that we're hopefully at long last these 9 inches of frozen hellhole snow on the ground will finally start to melt. So hey, anyone east of Pennsylvania, hopefully you guys will be catching some stray warm weather as well. But you know what? We don't need to focus on the cold. We don't need to, let's focus on the hot stuff, the steamy stuff, the relevant and the now stuff. Who's ready to transition to some... Vash, take it away. You do the parlor theme.
With that being, guys, I'm gonna use my whip, grab that bag, and yank it here on the hook, and we're here for the Otaku Parlor, because we're just got the latest media we have been consuming. Because guys, it's been a week since last week's episode. We're still having a main topic for tonight, because guys, it's gonna be a good, meaty, drinkable conversation for those that are have your drink of tea, coffee, or your whiskey with a binge ginger ale, like what I did over the weekend, which was very good. I haven't had a good glass of liquor of a mixed drink in a while, and that shit slap. So please let us know, guys, what's your choice? Maybe some Jack Daniels and Coke. Some people say that's their usual on a bar. Hey, it's up to you. It's fine. But if it's your first time, welcome in. Thank you guys for checking us out. Because pour virtual drink of your choice. Because we're here to talk about the latest media and of content that we've been consuming. Vash, on this hand, I'm gonna go first because Chad, I haven't been consuming shit. If you're talking about like manga, I haven't been doing my job that I'm supposed to keep up with my manga. I have started this past weekend. So the 2 weeks that I got extra to catch up, I started this past weekend. So hey, big shout out to me catching up to manga, aka the One Piece manga, and also Black Clover. So I read 2 more chapters of that, so that's great for that. So 2 series. And Witch Rift. I caught up to Witch Rift, so that's great on that. So I caught up to 3 chapters.
Good.
Yeah, I didn't know... I honestly forgot which Riff was on a Wednesday, so it just slipped my mind. So that kind of like, shit, forgot you exist. So that's great on that. Which Riff continue being good. Highly recommend it, guys. I might do a solo content or one because I know we haven't really discussed that, but because it comes on Wednesday and we'll be covering series from Wednesday to like Tuesday, so we will be missing the newest chapter. So most likely myself or Whawkins or anybody of us would literally just do a solo content how the chapter was eventually, if you guys would like and enjoy that. But what I did finish, and I'm really a big shout out to this, if anybody wants to see some Chinese anime, please check out The Daily Life of the Immortal King. It's a really enjoyable series. I've seen season 1, 2, and 3. The dub is alright. I'm not saying it's anything remarkable, but I do recommend it. It's really enjoyable in the aspect of, hey, it is The Daily Life of the Immortal King. It's a Chinese anime. They do talk about Sun Wukong. Sun Wukong is mentioned, and they are part of the main character cast, just saying. So, maybe I could convince a certain Wukong fan or fans out there. Go check out the series. It's really enjoyable.
See, I see you forget the one main rule of Wukong is that all is Wukong.
Yes, all is Wukong. All is Wukong. But hey, maybe one Wukong of another Wukong can make you be enjoying that aspect of the series.
Choose Wukong, Agumon's Wukong, AJ Styles is Wukong, Shadow the Hedgehog is Wukong.
It's just a reference. It's just a reference, Chad. Okay. So there's a lot of versions of Wukong, but highly recommend the series. Another series I do recommend that's going out still is Genosha. Genosha is from the winter and fall season. Highly recommend it for anybody that wants to see a Christopher Nolan anime. That's what I'm saying. If you want to see a Christopher Nolan type of storytelling of anime and questioning timeline, questioning what is reality and what's real, what's fake, Genosha. Highly recommend it. It's right now 16 episodes. And the only reason I'm giving you guys some anime as well is because I was not off the bench because I was on the Royal Rumble coverage. So, here's my little escape of talking about what I've been watching. So that's a little escape in the aspect. And if you want to see a good love story of an anime that I will be recommending later when it comes to next week, next week topic, is you and I are polar opposite. The dub is good and the sub is great. Really wholesome, really enjoyable, and there's an anime airing right now in this winter season. Currently, right now, it's 4 episodes. Comes out on Sundays at 2 in the morning. So if you want to wake up and grab a little nice cup of coffee, or grab a cup of tea, or a cup of whiskey on the rocks when you're staring at the beautiful cold sunset, then you and I are polar opposite. Very wholesome, very beautiful. Other than that, no TV show, no movies, no updates. I have nothing. I did not get to see with wifey. She's been busy with her work schedule, and I've been busy with content. I do recommend check out my Fearing video. It's recorded of less than a good 60 minutes. I put my heart and soul on the script and on the recording and everything. So highly recommend it. Really appreciate for anybody checking it out. Also, my Percy Jackson review, my solo review on that. So please, any type of support, really appreciate, guys. Other than that, I want to shout out my gaming, my mobile gaming. For anybody that have heard of these two games, Clash of Clans and Clash of Royale. If anybody heard of these two games, I brought it up a few times throughout the years of Weebs Lounge / Anime Podcast. But I've been itching to replay those games and download them on my phone or play on my tablet. Clash Royale, I've been seeing that they've been having some updates, some hero goblin and everything. I'm like, yo, since we do have a goblin as a hero, so I really gotta see what's going on. The online community of mobile games is hilarious because the way the online community of mobile games, they be hating their own product or the people that make the games now because they just don't know what they're putting out, and it's hilarious because I'm like, so what the fuck is it that you guys want? Because you guys be almost every single time hating what they put out, but still be playing the games. So it's really comedy in that aspect. And I'm like, hey, I still want to go back to the type of toxic community. And possibly, me and Whawkins may be playing League of Legends. Possibly, in the future.
Oh, yeah. Good God.
Shit. I forgot about that.
Yeah, we may be possibly playing some League of Legends because our friend Aniki said, yo, I need some League of Legends versions. Are you guys it? He said yes. And I'm like, all right, cool. You guys may be on board. Possibly. But that's all I got.
For context with it too, is that like he wants to like start a team where he's like the coach of it.
Yeah.
Or like do content based on that. And literally my response to that was, I'm game for it. Like I'm curious. Just know the type of gamer I am a Leroy Jenkins type of person where I will just run in there guns blazing, and then he's just like, oh yeah, tank this, tank that. I'm just like, Aniki, I don't think you understand just the kind of unga bunga I am when it comes to
he's about to find out because I found out while playing, so trust me, he will find out like I have, like Trev has found out himself many times. He told us his stories chat.
It's fun.
But other than that, that's all I got myself. I'm going to pass to Trev because I have nothing else, no more shit to talk about. Like I should have been doing my homework of manga and other stuff. But hey, I had a slow week. I've had a busy week. I've been an editor and I've been producing content. So other than that, I've been productive. So I give myself a pat on the back of yes. Trev, take it away.
So for this week's episode of Media Consumption, I decided to be a bit historical. I don't know how invested you guys are into James Bond as a franchise. My whole history with the series is like, I've seen GoldenEye.
They dropped on Netflix already. All of them, right?
Yeah, all of them, at least to my knowledge. I have seen Goldfinger. I have seen GoldenEye.
So, are you planning to do like watch from the beginning to now? Like, is that your goal now? That they're all there?
Yes, that technically is. I just
Dan should have spoke to us because I would have made that homework. I would have loved to join you on that journey because that's something I also been wanting to do.
Ooh, well, the good news is, the first movie in the whole series, Dr. No, is a good place to start. But yeah, Goldfinger From Russia with Love. I saw that like a long time ago, and then all the stuff with like Skyfall, Casino Royale, the Daniel Craig movies. I saw all of them.
Yeah, same.
I've never really done the classics all that much.
Really?
Yeah. So I decided to just give Dr. No a start with the wifey, and it's charming. It's a charming, simple film, and you could tell that it was made in I believe it was the 60s, because the copyright said like 1962, I believe.
Oh, wow.
Release date 1963. But yeah, it like for the opening credits alone, it's like, oh, you are so 60s. I love it. And there's like a few. How do I put this? It's a straight, simple movie, but there is some like classic tropes that emerge. For example, a car goes down a hill, like it stumbles down the hill and just like it's going to explode, isn't it? And it's like it explodes as it goes down the hill for no reason. I'm like, oh my god, did the trope start here? Oh my goodness. There's a scene where James Bond has I'm gonna guess like a poisonous Sydney funnel web. It could have been that kind of spider, but just like a very poisonous spider on his shoulder. So he waits for it to walk away, and he's like, "All right, good, it's off my shoulder." He then throws the spider onto the ground, grabs his shoe, and starts whacking it. But with each whack, it's like a Looney Tunes sound effect where the music is timed with the whack. It's like, bum, 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 bum.
The post editing for those are crazy. For anybody who has seen that, is usually some person that has already, nowadays they have like the sound effects already saved, but back then you have somebody actually using random instruments or items to try to make the sound effects and next to a mic back then in the day.
Yeah.
And it's like this is a movie that kind of just how do I put this? I feel like with the Daniel Craig movies, it just like it got a little too serious for their own good. Whereas in this one that I've been watching, it embraces like its silly nature in a way where it's like, oh, well, did you know, James Bond, that there's a dragon on this island? And it's like, a dragon? Whatever could that mean? It's like, oh, it's a Jeep that has like a flamethrower and it's armored like a fan tank.
That's the beauty of the James Bond series as a whole, is they're kind of time capsules for action movies of the time.
Oh, they are.
Because like the Sean Connery ones that you're describing right now, yeah, they're very campy and all that, and that's kind of how some action movies were back then. What is it? It's not Richard Gere. Fuck, I forgot the guy who came out after Sean Connery. I think it was Richard something. But that starts to get a little bit more serious. But again, as you saw, it's very forgettable. Pierce Brosnan, he's more of like the 90s action movie where it's like, okay, we're getting a little serious, but it's kind of in the realms of like, okay, hold on, how'd you survive that? How'd you do this? What? And it's just like your reasoning is
He's James Bond.
So then you get to the Daniel Craig stuff, and yeah, like Trevor said, that's when things start getting really serious, and you're just like, why are we so serious? You're fucking James Bond.
One of my favorite
You're
lines
supposed to
from
be a
James
playboy.
Bond is I don't know why I will always remember is shaken, not stir.
Oh, dude, the James Bond movies are great. I grew up with them because my dad. Okay, sorry. Story time, really quick. So my dad would always watch them growing up, but the way my dad watches things is your typical dad thing, where he'll turn it on 5 minutes later. And then you change the channel. And he's just like, I was watching that. It's just like, you were snoring. What were you doing? So, yeah, no, Trevor, you're in for you're in for a fun ride when it comes to like just revisiting James Bond movies.
And I think the thing I like the most about these is going to be a little strange to say, but it's like the production elements themselves, where it's like, as far as I can tell, everything was filmed practically on like all just to give everyone at home just, the proper imagery. This is a James Bond adventure in Jamaica. Think of the beautiful islands, the jungles, and how do I put this? Imagine a 1960s supervillain lair. It's like that. It's all that rolled together. And it is gorgeous to look at. This is the movie that I feel like can age just fine on its own.
Oh, yeah.
I think it can be watched at any time. But yeah, and as for the starter of James Bond, like, yeah, sillier than I thought, but hey, it played it straight. It took itself seriously. I really liked pretty much everything about it.
Yeah.
But that's enough. The film, it's been whatever junk. Let's talk about games, the greatest content known to man. The state of gaming is forever preserved in greatness, guys, especially right now. But we'll get there soon enough. I want to talk about a game that I have a feeling most people here don't know. Who here has heard of the game Robobeat?
I want to say yes, because for some reason that name looks familiar. So I don't know if it's like something new that came out that people have been talking about just in the zeitgeist, or what. Something seems familiar about it.
So who here likes their rhythm games?
Oh, like High Rush, right?
Oh, yes, pretty much. Like, think Hi-Fi Rush, but a shooter.
Oh, Robobeat.
Shooter.
Robobeat.
Yeah,
I feel like
yeah.
I've seen of it. I've seen of it. It reminds me of that game that also like you have a sword and you have to slash quick. That's what this kind of game reminds me of as well.
Yeah. The whole reason I wanted to get into Robobeat was just because like I want new things to play. And I just randomly came across this on Steam. I was like, all right, what is this thing about? And it came out 2024. And at first, I was like, okay, it's a rhythm shooter. I can get behind that. It's all, it's Guitar Hero, but with guns. What sold me was that from the very start, if you have an audio file, you can put that into the game. And you can play that custom music from the start.
Ooh.
So, Whawkins, I sent a clip in our little group chat like a couple of days ago. I think it was yesterday when you guys were doing the wrestling thing. But I played a clip. It's like, hey guys, here's number 1 Bonkai version from Bleach 1,000 Year Blood War, right? Just shoot to that. And I do have Ailstorm songs in there, like Zombies Ate My Pirate Ship and Captain Magellan's Revenge.
Imagine playing Through the Fire and Flames.
I did not put that in there, but you probably can.
Yes.
And my personal favorite, the Banjo-Kazooie theme. Yeah, I put that in there.
It is. There you go. Hey, look, Vash, there's another sign for you to start playing Banjo-Kazooie on stream.
Right. I could play this week. I could play this week.
Ooh, let's do it. But yeah, just playing that new game. I wouldn't say it's the most like I haven't gone too far into it. It hasn't, honestly, the custom music alone has blown me away. But hey, there's still a lot more game to play, and I'm really liking it so far.
Well,
nothing too revolutionary, but I'm loving it.
For anybody that wants to know, how much was it? Because Steam, was it like a $3 sale, $10 game?
Let me check. I do have my trusty Steam pulled up here. $19.99.
$19.99. Okay, good $20, yeah. So if with tax and everything, depending on your state, could be $20 on the dot to 25. So that is something to think about when it comes to this game. So that's pretty exciting. It sounds like is that a game that you would recommend?
Oh yeah, from what I played so far, I do recommend it. I think because I have played Hi-Fi Rush, and this is not my first rhythm game. From what I've played so far, if you've done one rhythm game, you're going to get used to this game very quickly. And again, nothing has blown me out of the water, but it's good. It's still good. So I don't know if there's like a little ceiling that needs to be addressed for like if you're a newcomer, this will be great. If you're a veteran, I don't know how much this will impress you, but the fact that there's custom music that you can upload yourself, that was the selling point for me. It's like, I can just do this. Fine, let's go.
I fuck with that. That's great to hear about that because I try Hi-Fi Rush not because I didn't like it, but I just took a pause on it because I don't have the best rhythm on beat. My wife even jokes about that because we're Hispanic Latinos and we're supposed to have good rhythm for us to be dancing and everything. Even when it comes to salsa and bachata, I only have rhythm chat Because, hey, if not all 200, 300, 500, 1,000 people are going to be hearing this. But I need libations to be having some good hips moving. That's what I'm saying. Some hips will be moving if I got the libations in. But hey, that's only for us to know and y'all to know. But it's good to hear that Robobeat is good. It sounds like a good recommendation. I may be interested, like, from the design and everything looks pretty cool. But sucks that it's on Steam because I don't try to download a lot of games on my PC because, to save space.
Yeah, no, that completely makes sense. I had to do like external hard drives and stuff to get all the games that I want.
So Whawkins, not that you're back, not that we can hear your lovely voice, not that me and Trev had no more transitions in chat. Yes, you guys got a cut. We were like, hey, we're talking, and then we go, boom, we're here. Hey, Whawkins, nice to see you.
Anyways, so my media consumption from this past week, pretty light. Still doing the whole replaying of Fable 2. Honestly, I haven't really touched many video games this week, except because I'm actually going full force with the whole streaming thing. I'm doing it. Normally, after we would be done recording on these Sundays, I would go live, but not this week, just because that Daddy's a little tired. But I'm starting with replaying Assassin's Creed 2.
Hell yeah!
Hella fun. I only did sequence 1 so far, but all the memories started flooding back to me. Like, oh yeah, this is what Assassin's Creed really used to be. Fun, not whatever Odyssey, Origins, Valhalla. If y'all like those games, cool, fine, neat, whatever. That's not my Assassin's Creed. Ezio Auditore della Firenze. He is my assassin, along with like Joseph Connors or whatever the fuck his name was in 3 and 4. I can't wait to get to the playthrough.
I believe his name was John Assassin.
Yeah, there we go. Perfect. Excellent. So, video game wise, not too much to really talk about there. Anime and manga still on. Didn't read any Yu-Gi-Oh! Really didn't read any Shangri-La Frontier either. But, of course, the Aruma vortex that I'm in, still going strong. With the anime, I'm on episode 18, so it's still like in that Battler arc. Oh, excuse me. Sorry, everybody. So I've been enjoying the adaptation of the anime, so that's been great. But with the manga, I've finally gotten to chapter 102, which starts the Harvest Festival arc. So yeah, I'm really excited for that. I like the arc I just finished, where it was kind of a training arc for everybody, but I really like how it was set up. And plus, Aruma, I guess, is going to become the Legolas of the series. So I'm all for that because he's going to be learning bow and arrow shit. And I'm like, oh, okay. All right. You're going to be an archer. Cool. Neat.
I probably should start season 2 again because that's when you are right now. Maybe I should start season 2. So while you're reading the manga, I could be watching the anime. I'm probably trying to put effort for that because I know that you're on that same wavelength.
Yeah, because I finished the Walter Park arc as well. That one was pretty good. I did really like that. There was like a short arc after that with some of the aftermath of everything, which leads into this training camp that they basically have to do. But I've heard a lot of hype for the Harvest Festival. Apparently, it's currently the longest arc in Aruma. I don't know. I'd have to go back and check with that, but I'm looking forward to that. There's apparently a music festival arc too in the series, so I'm just like, okay,
yes,
friends.
I believe that happened in season 3.
Okay, good. Because I'm just like, friends, why did you not lead with that to get me to read and watch this show? Excuse me. All right, fine, whatever. I'm fine. I'm over it. It's all good. It's cool. I'll get to it eventually. But yeah, so Yu-Gi-Oh! Didn't really read that. There was something. Oh, well, no, never mind. I'll save that for when we do news and all that. But movies and TV shows. This is the fun part that we're on right now because my movie this week, I wasn't sure if I would have time to watch or go see it, but I am so happy I did. I got to see Iron Lung this weekend. Woo! And the short version of how I thought about the movie, I thought it was good. I thought it was really good. It's kind of if you know what a bottle episode is for like TV shows and all that, it's basically that. Like, you only get like a couple other instances where you're in like a different scene or different space, and those other spaces that you're in mainly is the main character hallucinating shit. So there's that part. I understand why they use so much fake blood.
I believe it was 80,000 gallons of blood, I believe is what I saw.
Yeah. I understand why. Thank you for the practical effects. Now they do some special effects. Like there's this one part where it kind of slows down time a little bit, and it's actually kind of cool. It's a really cool shot. And then there's another part where like it looks like you're in an eyeball or something. It's weird. It's really weird. And I probably should have rewatched Mark's playthrough of the game before watching the movie. But I mean, again, the short version is it was good. There were some issues I had. I think maybe they could have done a little bit better with like getting the story to people a little easier. So like people who didn't play the game, maybe explain things a little easier for them, maybe. But I mean, beyond that, and I think there was a couple audio issues. I had some trouble understanding some of the people that were like in the speakers during like certain scenes and all that. But like besides that, I thought it was really good, especially considering the production they went through. Like, I mean, again, Mark financed all of this on his own. He wrote it, he directed it. I mean, he starred in it, produced it, and I mean, there is still a full team that did do other things too, like makeup, the effects and all that. He also edited this movie too. Like this was his editing. So
plus, I also would like to shout out a big on the set design. They built the whole set, being I think 25 feet in the air, and the set was above and everything, and they was able to move everything around. Like, so that was an interesting concept. Please, for anybody that wants to see the behind the scenes, go do the research. It was really well done. I love it. I think it was like a 3 to 5 minute video that I saw online. So please go check it out.
Yeah. Trevor, you're saying something too?
No, I'm really happy that for this movie, it got number 1, didn't it?
So here's the kicker with that.
Yeah,
here's the kicker with that, and I'll get more into like a deeper review here in a second too, folks. So it is number 1. I'm saying it is because last I checked, the last update I saw was that it made $21 million.
Good job, Mark.
Global. I think that was globally too. So like that's like 7 times as much as the movie cost. Like what I saw, it was like $3 million to make the movie, and they're making $21 million. And Mark's gone on record saying that however much more they make of the movie, he's basically giving everybody bonuses from all this. So like he's not keeping all this for himself. Good on you too. After fees that you had to pay and all that stuff, like the fact that he's gonna go out of his way, like this is why I fucking love Markiplier, man. Like his actions and just the person that he is, you can really tell how genuine he is. Like it's not just an act. Like that he gives a shit about the people and all that, and that's what makes this project all the more better, and why it's funny when I get into this next thing. So yeah, apparently with the box office list, like on Saturday, he was up there. He was like number 1 above like the Melania Trump movie and what was that other movie that came out too? Yeah, that one. So like he was over those like by a good margin. And then today, Iron Lung's just not on the list.
Yeah, it lost by 3 million.
Oh no! It was off the list. It wasn't even on there. It wasn't on the list. Like they took it off the box office list.
Oh wow!
Yeah, like
God damn it!
Literally, Hollywood seems to be so pissed off that Mark is succeeding more than Hollywood Productions this weekend that they took him off the box office list. And he even has a reaction video to this. Like, yeah, I checked this on Saturday, and people called it out too. It's like, yeah, this was up on Saturday, and literally today, it was off the list. I don't know if they put it back on since, time of recording and all this.
From what I'm seeing right
but-
now on Box Office Mojo by MBD, right now number one is Send Help by gross of 20 million, and Iron Lung is second with 17.8.
Okay. All right. So they might not have updated it from like the 21 million I saw earlier. But again, like that's just like opening weekend stuff. And those are huge numbers to kind of keep under control, under wraps and all that. But like, it's the fact that like it was taken down for a bit. Like it just kind of sticks in me a little bit. Like, okay, the guy literally paid for this on his own. Hollywood literally tried to gatekeep his movie coming out anywhere. And the fact that he was able to get it out the way he did, the fact that he has all these fans around the world, mind you, calling their theater saying, hey, we want this movie in our theater, making it be in all of these theaters around and making so much money on top of that. Like, even if it is just like a 17, 18 million from the 20 million I said earlier, that's still like 6 times as much money than what he spent to even make it, and you can kind of tell watching it, like you can tell like there was passion put into this. I mean, it's a video game adaptation, so obviously there's going to be some, and this gets into more of like the nitty gritty of of my review with it. Like you can tell there were certain instances where like, okay, he's doing this because it was part of the game, like having to constantly press the this button to take this picture outside, like while he was underwater or like under blood, like in the blood ocean and all that. He had to keep pressing this button because it would send out like this X-ray camera that would take pictures outside. And that's how you saw the monster throughout all of it and all that. But like he would have to keep hitting it in order to have light, like in his cabin. Like there was a part where the submarine goes down this hole. And what's cool is like you don't see like the outside of the submarine until like near the end of the movie. So like everything is just within the confines of inside this little tiny sub. So like you do kind of feel that dread of that isolation that they're trying to get across. Because that can be very hard with like especially an indie horror game, trying to really convey that feeling of just feeling trapped and feeling that like you don't have anywhere to go. There's a little meter that he has that like tells him how much oxygen he has. So it's like there's 4 lights on the wall, and at certain points in the movie, it's like light off. It's like, oh, now I have like 75% oxygen. Oh no, now it's like 50%. And like when it gets to around the 25%, that's when you start seeing like the hallucinations. He like starts talking to the speaker that he broke earlier, but now it's like some British woman's voice is coming through it. And that's when shit gets trippy. Like he like tries to find her, and then like that thing about what I was saying about like him being in the ocean of blood and all that. It's just the effects in this movie are really good. And like I said, there were some nitpicks I did have with it. Some of the audio, I'm just like, what's happening? What's that? Okay, cool, neat, fine. I tried to go in as unbiased as I could with, being a fan of Markiplier, to be like, okay, I need to judge his performance as an actor performance. I understand it's Mark, but I need to do that. But like, even beyond that, I did think he did really good because he plays. So the whole idea of this movie / game is Mark is playing a convict. And you find out throughout the movie, like what happened. It's like, they're like in this, what is it? It's like a dystopian world. And he like him and his group wanted to kind of save the world a little bit, but things ended up backfiring, and a big explosion happens and like destroys part of this facility. So he ends up taking all the blame for it instead of the rest of the people in his group and his party. So his punishment, instead of going to jail, they're like, oh yeah, you have a chance to, be free. Just, do this one job for us and you'll be fine. That's when they weld him into this submarine. Not like close the door and lock it. No, literally the one lady that's like his boss or whatever in the movie, she's like, yeah, no, you're welded shut in that submarine. Like there's no getting out of that unless we like destroy part of this sub and allow you to get out. But it's like, it's so interesting because, you know, he's trying to do something so that way he can live again, to continue living on. But it's like, no, you got to do more. You got to do more. Like they keep sending him down. He's just like, no. So it's like, he's going crazy from that. Then there's the whole thing of like losing oxygen. So he's going crazy from that. Like Mark does do a good job of like at least conveying like going crazy like that. And it did kind of take me out a little bit because sometimes he'd be like, fuck off or fuck this or fuck you. And I'm literally just like, that is the YouTube Mark I love. That is the one that I hear from you. But like, again, I think beyond that, he did do a good job in this movie, like acting. And I know this isn't like his first role. I know he did one for, I think the series was called Edge of Sleep, which I think is on Tubi or Apple TV. I don't remember. One of the ones that I don't have and don't really care for. So as one of his more like, again, this is a passion project for him. So like, you could see that through the performance and through like his writing, through some of the directing, because again, he directed it as well. Like I'm praising the movie a lot, but I do still think like it's not like the best movie. Like it's not like God's gift to the earth or anything, but it is good. It's solid. You know, IGN's little 4 can go suck a nut.
Would you just summarize it as like a good first attempt for a movie?
I would say yes. Yeah.
Okay.
And I mean, I know he's done other projects too, but like for something with such a small team that he had, and for basically him doing it, like it's really good just on that front alone.
I do praise that a lot.
It's just I
just want to interject because I praise that a lot as somebody who's been part of a lot of short film projects, that has been part of a 10 project, 10 people crew, at times 18 people, 20 people, or even like 11 people crew. I've been part of that, where sometimes I'm just there for a few days or I'm there part of the whole project. Is on me because I've gotten emails from those projects that they have been in some film festivals. But those usual short form projects are like 20 to 45 minutes. They're not for a feature. So just hearing that, even though he had a 20 to 40 to 50 people crew, no matter what, that's still small. Because for anybody that don't know, a big Hollywood film is a crew from 100 to 300 to 500 crew, and that's not including background at times. The total of that, cause that's a different number. Background at times, I've been with a background that I have to deal with, just me, with 300 to 500 people, and you got to deal and talk and deal with their needs, and that's a whole different story. And just to know that how great this movie has done, 20 million on box office. Most Hollywood films will say, "Oh, that's bad, bro." Mark, on his own, independent, almost 20 million a weekend, and that's not even international. That is domestically. 17 million on domestically. That is amazing numbers. That's not even international. That's not even adding any places that has been added, where, as Whawkins said, people have called movie theaters saying, hey, we need this film here.
Yeah. And it's just really good to see a passion project come out like this, you know, because a lot of movies come out, it's just like, oh, here's your normal slop and all that. Here's a freaking movie about the first lady that nobody really asked or cared about, unless, you know, politics and all that. But like to have something like this come out and for you to be like, okay, you know what, this was a good time. I do think it's, if with my scale of rating, I would give it a 3.5 out of 5. Again, because I could see some of the criticisms that people could have. Like that's the other thing. It is kind of a slow burn movie. Like there's a lot of just like character, like acting in the first one. Like there's a lot of times where it's just Mark doing something. Like he's not really talking. You have some music going and all that, but he's not really saying or talking a lot. Like he's basically playing the game in a way. Like he's just playing the game. But yeah, so there's a lot of character work when it comes to that. A lot of just like of the physical acting going on. It's just, and then there were a couple times I was just like, wait, what the fuck? What happened there? Like, because that's the thing. It's a horror game and a horror movie, but I wouldn't say I really got scared from it. I think a lot of it was just some of the imagery, like seeing like this monster that's at the bottom of this blood ocean. Like that's scary because like the pictures are all black and white, and again, it's like it's an X-ray picture. So like sometimes you'll see like a skeleton or something. Yeah, that part's crazy, but yeah, it is really good. I think it definitely worth time. Definitely worth, especially if it's still in theaters. Definitely go see it so that way you can pay money to see it, and give to somebody who is passionate about their work. God, I feel like there was something else too. There might have been a few other things, but like I think the main thing I wanted to hit on was that thing about the box office, how it just wasn't on the list anymore. And I mean, it might have come back on, or maybe they were checking another site or something. I don't know. But I'll send you guys the video about it later.
Okay.
While we're in another segment here tonight, but yeah, go watch it. It's fun. It's a good time. Well, I say good time, but that's the thing. It's fucking Mark. You're gonna have good fun time with it. Yeah, the effects are really good. The makeup's really good too. Like oh my gosh, the ending's kind of upsetting, but that's just that's just the thing. Like you don't need to have a happy ending all the time. So this one's kind of bittersweet in a way, but
gotcha.
Go check it out. It's fun. It's good.
With that being said, we have heard our Otaku Parlor. We have heard of the conversation, our icebreakers, where we're talking about complaining about the cold and how life is. But you guys should know that before we get into our love conversation, like Trev said, like how Cloudy said, like, fuck love, and we're gonna shit talk about later about the audience community and how is it for authors to accept it. But before we jump into that and do the great discussion that it is, we have the big news bus central. So let's get into the lounge of the Weebs Lounge and hear what has happened in the latest of media. Get ready to dive in the latest buzz, hottest news, and our spirited opinions on everything entertainment. Usually our first one is always sweaty news, our gaming news segment, our anime lately, our anime and manga segment talking about everything anime and manga webtoon related, and our Weebs news, which talks about our movie, TV, and anything media related in the pop culture universe. But as always, our first one, like I mentioned, our sweaty news, and I'm gonna pass this to Trev because he put some news down and I'm like, you know what? Take us away into the clouds, into Cloud 9.
Oh, all right, my friends and all you lovely gals and guys. Time to sit around the fire. Uncle Cloudy has a bunch of news for you all today. So first up, in terms of our gaming news, raise your hand if you've heard of the game High Guard. Who's raising your hands? I'm pretty sure anyone that watched the Game Awards knows what that game's about. That was Jeff Keighley's good old endorsement at the end, the crowd pleaser, right? We all love High Guard.
I feel bad for the game of how it just fell off so badly in the community. And there's this creator that I saw on the timeline that said that he enjoyed it, but he cannot have fun with it because his online chat and the community of that was saying that he was enjoying the game. Like, oh, you shouldn't enjoy this. Everyone's just hating it. It's like, I can't even have fun with a game that is actually making me feel like, oh, it's not bad. It's actually entertaining. It has its flaws, but it's actually something. And he couldn't have a good time, and I felt bad for him in a way.
Yeah, the whole story, and it is a tragedy where you had, I think the Game Awards played a big role in the hatred for this game.
They hype it
because there was a really big expectation with the Game Awards when it's the last big reveal. It's always something big.
I'm being on call with this part.
What sucks is that there were quite a few things that were rumored or even leaked saying hey guys, this is happening. And it's but I know it sounds impossible, but Half-Life 3 was brought into the conversation. A new Zelda already. New oh shoot, what was that's right. Sometimes you even had a company named Sega and hey guys, we're gonna have announcements plural. It's oh my god, and then you tease us with one little announcement and it's okay. what about the others? And it's like, there were others. And it's like, oh yeah, and Mega Man was like, what, the second to last announcement for the whole thing?
Yeah.
I was like, oh wow, what comes after Mega Man? What gets people more hyped than that? It's like, oh well, it's another shooter. And it's gonna be the best one ever. Now, when the game came out, I don't want to say that it earned its money through hype or excitement. It was merely morbid curiosity for people. And it's like, let's see what this game that Jeff Keighley hyped up, let's see what that was about. And then people played it. And then I have seen in real time just the fall. I believe it lasted for like a day. And then people were just done. There are kind things to say about the game. Like one of the reviewers that I trust, he said that the game itself is fine. Like as a game, it is functional. But like when he says fine, he's not saying it's good. It's like it plays. There's so many things that are wrong with it, and it just the game really needed a lot more polish before it was just thrown out to the wolves. But hey, that's what happens when you get you're the final announcement. So yeah, it sucks that Highguard, it had a little bit of a rise, but it's still fallen to this day. No one really plays it anymore. They just updated it too, by the way. I believe it's like instead of 3v3 on giant useless maps, it's now like 5v5.
I love how the announcement with that was just like for a limited time, 5v5 is just like limited time. Why not just make that a thing?
They have no faith.
No. They don't even their product. That's crazy.
But hey, you know what? Faith is a very powerful thing. One could say that it has to do with love. Yeah, that's right. I looped it back to this little Valentine's month little thing. But
gross.
You guys like buttons? You guys like gaming controllers?
Oh, I was looking at this while you were talking. What? Excuse me. No. This is stupid.
So, for those that are not familiar with this story, I believe the headline alone will make you question everything. PlayStation has released a patent for a touchscreen controller with no buttons. It is just imagine a PS5 controller, none of the buttons, and only the two joysticks. That is the controller.
No more buttons.
What do we even say to this?
I don't even understand.
Okay.
I don't even understand.
Okay,
Look,
so like
I've been asking for VR. I've been asking for VR for years. I'd rather be in my world of SAO or like Shangri-La Frontier. I'd rather become Kirito with my two dual sword, type of fighting style. But controller is this for the people that have accessibility, some type of disability, any of those two options? Sure, but they didn't even announce that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So like, because I'm looking at this now, they have some drawings, some figures, if you will, of like what this thing, I guess, could look like. This is ass. I'm just gonna throw that out there. Like, as somebody who's tried to use like screen controls playing like on my phone or on my tablet and all that,
or the Wii U.
The Wii U, like, nah, I'm good. Cause that's the thing. It's like your finger never stays on the same spot. It always ends up like gliding throughout the screen and all that, smudging your screen, mind you.
Yeah.
So like taking this controller, for example, it's like, okay, I need to feel a button. I need to feel like I actually pressed it, because that's the thing. What if you press the space where the square button should be, but it's like, no, you press X. It's just like, no, I didn't. I'm not trying to block in Kingdom Hearts. I'm trying to attack in Kingdom Hearts, not whatever you're trying to tell me to do. Where are your trigger buttons? Oh, it looks like it's just going to be like slides back here. So like you're going to be holding. This is ass. Like you're gonna be holding your controller like this instead of like this.
It kind of brings up the big problem. It's like, I can understand like if this was a special controller made.
Hold my controller like that.
Well, like if this controller is made for like certain individuals, it's like okay, that's one thing, but then you have to. There's the elephant that we haven't even addressed yet. People that are making games will have to link that controller to the game, and I feel like that would be hell. Considering you can only do swipes or whatever. But hey,
it's already hell for some of them because of like the speaker in the PlayStation. Like just strictly sticking to PlayStation. Like there's a speaker in the controller. For Ratchet and Clank Rift Apart, for example, like that's at least the first one that comes to mind. There's parts of it where like with like a shotgun, for example, you lightly touch on R2 and it actually kind of stops you halfway as well. Like it stops you to do like a basic attack, I guess, with a shotgun. But if you do like, it almost feels like it's actually really crazy how it does it. Where like you do like, okay, there's your I'm trying to do my best with visuals. You do like, okay, there's your normal shotgun attack. So it's just like, okay, it'll like stop you halfway, but like to do like a full blast, it'll stop you halfway. So you have to like pressurize it a little bit more to fully go down. And it's really cool because it kind of makes it feel like, okay, you know what? This is how the gun is modeled in the game. And so me playing it actually kind of, it's a weird like physical sensation where it's like, oh, I actually feel like I'm shooting this thing now. Okay, cool, great. You lose that immersion by having touchscreen controllers. That's stupid. That is asinine. That's almost like having Roman Reigns win the Royal Rumble a second time. Oh, wait a minute. Actually, no, because I don't mind that part. Backtrack. That's like having Brock Lesnar throw out Obafemi in the Royal Rumble. It's stupid.
Hey, you know what? I'm going to use that transition for this next news here. What is stupid is when you have a company that's called Nintendo and you go to the Nintendo store and when you can have hentai games literally in your market, in your catalog, but Nintendo is truly sorry because Dispatch developer both has issued statements on the game being unexpectedly switched censorship of Dispatch game. You cannot see, some people fucking, some people being nudes, some people memories, and everything, the flashback scene of said characters and they're being exposed. Right, Cloudy?
I don't get it.
Why is a company Nintendo that literally has hentai games in their catalog store but they censored this?
So here I think because whenever I read stories like this, I try to link up with like what is the reasoning. There are games like that. There are slop games like that on the eStore. I think they're not as popular, like they can be ignored. They're put on the like people ignore those. They're put on the low burner. No one really pays attention to them. But people though, they pay attention to Dispatch. So Dispatch comes out on the Nintendo Switch 2. I think it's just for the Switch 2, I believe.
I think so, yeah.
And in the game, it's like, well, hey, here comes Daddy Nintendo saying like, hey, you gotta censor all this stuff. And I'm like, but sir, no more Heroes. The whole trilogy's on Switch, and dude, you guys are worried about
GTA on Switch.
Yeah, no, I was literally about to say not only GTA. It's like, but sir, you're worried about nudity. What about all that exposure for the Bayonetta series? It just kind of feels
the ass physics of Stellar Blade as well.
Like, I don't get. You know what the kicker of all this is the fact that there is a setting in the base game on PlayStation and on PC to turn off the not safe for work stuff.
Oh, just scandalous. And
they chose not to.
I think what, like...
Show me my titties.
It's just so dumb. It's just so dumb. The fact that they need to censor this stuff when other games are... They did that just fine on the Switch. No one made a fuss then. They were they were locked behind the M-rated seal. You had to get your mommy's credit card or their approval to get the games.
Show me my titties.
I don't get it. It's double standards. But hey, you know what? Oh yeah, that's the last thing I wanted to comment on for this story. I find it hilarious that, even though Daddy Nintendo doesn't really talk much, they don't really do official statements unless, it's like a direct or something. The fact that they came out for Dispatch and they're like, they have to follow our guidelines. It's like, since when do you speak? Yeah. Since when do you talk?
That's true.
But hey, we can take shots at Nintendo. Unfortunately, we must now pay final salutes to a legendary producer from Nintendo who has silently retired from the sound of it. But Hideki Kono, he is the producer behind most of the Mario Kart series. I believe he was responsible for all of them except World, the Yoshi's Island games, Wind Waker, Luigi's Mansion, F-Zero X, I believe the Dr. Mario mobile game as well, and there's probably a few more that I am forgetting off the top of my head. But yeah, he has retired. So with that, I think just because of the Mario Kart and Wind Waker, Luigi's Mansion, I just want to give a little salute, and F-Zero X.
I also want to shout out the Luigi Mansion games because those are a cult classic. There's a fan base for it, and I'm part of that. I love Luigi Mansion and the score of that and what those games has been part. Thank you.
Indeed, but Whawkins, that is appropriate theme music. We must now go on to a scary subject. We have to talk about a Pokepark. Oh my goodness, a Pokepark. So for those that are not that don't know, Pokemon got a little, I can't even say theme park. They got a little park. It's literally called Pokepark.
More call it like a Poke Plaza.
Yeah, how I would describe this, and maybe you guys can agree, is like there's a lot of Pokemon Easter eggs, a lot of little statues all around the place, and they're cute. They help bring a certain life to it. Like I think my favorite thing in this place is like the fountain that has all the water starters, or some of them at least, with Primarina at the very top of it.
Oh, the Bidoof! Oh, the Bidoof were so adorable. Oh, sorry, I'm at like the rock Pokemon. Oh, look at Charmander. I have it on speed too. But
so what's funny is that they all the Pokemon there, they look cool. It's nice and adorable. In terms of content, like you got a couple stage shows with a bunch of dancing Pikachus, which is funny. But oddly enough, I don't see much else. Like the main line, aside from a carousel, in the stage show is like, oh, here's a bunch of shops. Yeah. And you have a Poke Center. It kind of looks like in like a row of outlet stores. For those that don't know, just look up outlet stores. Just imagine 2 rows of stores, and there you go.
Like this kind of feels like at least what they could do with this is expand on it from here. Oh, like that. This could just be the beginning stages, and then they could just expand, like adding more rides or something, more attractions or something. I'm currently watching a Pikachu in a dress dancing on the stage right now. So that's adorable.
Hey, we heard that adorable. Vash, how do you feel about Pokepark?
Looks cool. That's all I got.
Yeah, I see the outlet store part. Wait, hold on. We might have to go. Look.
Oh my goodness.
If I can't experience it, I just experience it from the eyes. Like the next news as well. Like, yeah, Pokemon Universal. Great. More stuff that I can't even experience because it always goes to Japan first and then goes to other part of Universal. Then after that, they raise the prices for Universal as well. Instead of having a $200 ticket, you go $500 per person. Yay. That's all I got.
Oh, wait, no, that's Disney strategy.
Sorry. While I'm on
Parks
YouTube,
in general.
Literally, one of the next videos I have on here, I guess Mark streamed like 2 hours ago, and the title of it is Actual Emergency Meeting. Oh, no.
What?
Stand by, folks. We might have some breaking news tonight.
Oh my god. But hey, in the meantime, we could talk about what Vash just hinted at, the finale of our little game in news. Pokemon is teaming up with Universal Studios, the parks, I mean. they are going to add Pokemon attractions. No one knows what they're going to be like. There could be a coaster. There could be some kind of another stage show. Could be a simulator ride. Anything is possible. The big reason I am putting this story here is that it may be coming to Universal Studios Japan first. I am excited because that means it's already confirmed at this point. The Islands of Adventure, where it was like the lost continent, that area has been dead for so long that no one really knew if anything would have been done with it. And now it's like, all right, well, we're going to put a new IP in there. It's like, all right, what is it? Is it Zelda Land? It's like, no, it's not Zelda Land. It's going to be Pokemon. It's like, oh, okay, all right, fine, close enough. Whatever. Let's go from there. But yeah, I personally am excited just because it's the ride enthusiast in me. I cannot wait to see what happens in Universal Studios and what they do with like Pokemon as an IP. But hey, we can branch out of the Pokemon space. We can kind of transition because Pokemon had an anime, and now it's time for the anime lately news. Oh my goodness, confetti everywhere. Honestly,
there are not fireworks for this part. I am going to throw a wet kitten.
Well,
and you know, there's a sense of irony.
You gotta check
out
go ahead. The podcast to see if there's actual fireworks in the video.
Yeah,
that's right. And you have to view it, and then you have to subscribe. Oh my goodness, with the horror.
You have to view, listeners out there.
Yes.
Go
ahead, Trev.
There is a sense of irony with this, because even though we're doing anime news, it's kind of anime related, and we're going to talk about One Piece live action Netflix. Woohoo! And this section is pretty much like oh, let's check in on the cast of this new season. And I want to start off with something. I am going to butcher the name of this person horribly. I am so sorry. But the live action One Piece actress Ilya Isorelis Paulino, best my ability. I'm so sorry if I said that horribly wrong. But she's the person that played Alvida in season 1 of Netflix. Mm-hmm. And then, come season 2, as we all know in the One Piece show, Alvida was a very fat pirate. And then, when we next saw her, she was incredibly thin, and she got her shit together pretty much. It's like, I am a threat now. I build up for this role.
In Gooner terms, she became hot.
Yes.
Yes.
She had a glow up.
Indeed. In fact, you could say that right now with her, because in the live action show, Ilya matched the role pretty perfectly, from my little opinion. She matched Alvida's Alvida's character perfectly. But then I learned something. Apparently, she wanted to be given the chance to go through that same rigorous workout to get the part for season 2. She didn't want to be replaced by a thinner version. She would get thin. She would work out for the role. And well, she got it. And looking at the photo, I say, yeah, you did it. Good on you. Okay. You can make fitness goals out of anything.
Because I was kind of worried for a little bit. I was hoping that it wasn't like the studio being like, hey, you gotta lose some weight, girl. I'm glad it was like her warning that.
Yeah.
That makes me happy about that. Like, it was her choice and not like the studio's choice. Because we now studios can get what certain wants and needs and desires. It's like, all right, y'all can go fuck yourselves with your
absolutely. Vash, how do you feel?
It was fine beforehand, anyways. But
I love it. If you wanna commit to a role, you commit to a role. And we know some people have done. We know some people have done that. Sanji, live action actor, has learned how to cook as a profession. He has gone through the works. We also have learned that Zoro, live action actor as well, he know how to use the swords very well. He's trained for that. He's also a master in some equipment. I don't remember which ones, but I know that he took some lessons involving that. So it just shows that, hey, when some people put the work and have some passion for it, you get recast to your own character, but the slim version, like Slim Shady did.
I really do like the the commitment that these people have. It's like you can tell that they're fans of the property that they are in. It's kind of rare to see nowadays. But hey, speaking of playing into the part, being absorbed by the role, One Piece's Netflix account decided to release a string of tweets. I believe there are 4 of them since we all converged together. And members of Baroque Works have made the spotlight. Yes, Mr. 5, Miss Valentine, Mr. 9, and Miss Golden Week. Their actors have been revealed, and I really like how they revealed them, where it's like, oh, here's me in costume, and I'm in front of like an animated manga panel, and I shall give a little introduction about myself. Personally, I dig the designs. I think that they are perfect, and I really like how the actors are, well, acting. I believe they're all good choices. What do you guys believe?
It's just hilarious watching live action, manga / anime / comic adaptation having their actual equipment being like, well, when I look at Mr. 5, I say I would deadass rock that jacket. Like a Vash from Trigon, I will rock that jacket in like both the OG 90s version and the current version. I will rock both jackets. But then when I see Mr. 9, I'm like, I will not rock that. That is definitely a comic, anime, manga version. But they make it look good comic-y. Like, they make it, adding the stuff, the baby, the Baroque Works, the ha-ha-ha. Like, all those little stuff, they make it work. And I feel like that's well execution. The One Piece, like, they have the right people behind it. They have Oda behind it. Like, they have, they have Shueisha behind it. So they are working with a good collaboration. And showing season 1 to now, you can't go wrong.
I think my favorites is Miss Golden Weeks. Hers might be my favorite, mainly because of like the goofy hat.
I see it.
But I also love how Mr. 9 is like trying to be intimidating. It's just like, dude, I know what you are. Get out of here. Get out of here with that. But that's the thing. It just adds to the campiness that they seem to be going for with the live action. So yeah, more of this, more giving a crap about your products.
Yes, absolutely. Anyone have any other thoughts about the live action stuff before we move on?
No.
All right.
Valentine. That's it. That's all I got. That's the tweet.
Miss Valentine, call me.
Get heavier on me. Wait a minute. What?
Well, unfortunately, we will have to be a little heavy. We all need to prepare our salutes for this one. I'm going to butcher this name. I'm so sorry. Kozo Shioya. I hopefully I said that correctly. Unfortunately, this talented man has passed away, and for those that don't recognize that name, he was the voice actor for Majin Buu, like all the forms.
Yep.
He has also played the character Totopo in the Bardock special, Obora Sumashi in the Gegege no Kitaro Jigoku Hen series. Anything else? Oh, he also voiced Genzo in One Piece. But yeah, honestly, even though I love the English screams of boo, the Japanese one, dude, the Japanese voices, especially for Kid so Boo, cool. The roars are ingrained in my head.
Yeah. Highly recommend listening to his renditions of Boo's, because especially Fat Boo. Fat Boo's definitely my favorite. Like, interpret it do a better impression of it, but it's just really good. It's because he also looks very much like Fat Boo. Like he fits the part very well.
Yeah,
sad. But don't worry, that's not the heaviest we're gonna get today.
Yeah, no, don't worry. We're pouring a cup of sake for him, in remembrance. Yeah. And hey, speaking of remembering things, who remembers that Dragon Ball Super manga that happened in a bygone era? Who remembers that thing?
Yeah.
I enjoy
Yeah.
I enjoy because my
Give it
boy Tortaro revealed that his favorite character is Granola, as Toriyama immediately approved of him when he was introduced of him. He's also very proud of having created a Black Frieza, confirming that his character is his own creation. Which, by the way, the memes
More.
during Black Frieza that came out at
More.
the time is hilarious. By the way, chat.
I want more.
We have
I
Golden
find
Frieza.
this-
We have Black Frieza. I'm waiting for Bronze or Silver Frieza.
I find this statement so fucking funny. I don't know if I'm the only one in that boat. It's like, oh yeah, my OC is my favorite because, you know, Papa Toriyama said, it's like, yeah, sure, put him in. Like, yes, he's my favorite. And I also like Black Frieza. It's like, oh yeah, I love him. It's like, why is that? He's mine. It's like, oh, okay.
Yeah. I mean, hey, if your OC gets the okay from the creator,
Yeah.
Oh yeah, no, it's just really funny.
Yeah, that's gotta be my favorite character too. Like, yes,
Yes. That's a good.
Yeah, I do not blame that. But hey, Toyotaro's not done yet. No, not even close. For he had another statement. Oh my god! In one of his most recent public appearances, Toyotaro expressed his desire to work with Goten again, as he feels the character was not represented in the prequel to the superhero arc. By focusing more on Trunks during that stage, Goten was pushed to the background. So the author commented that he would like to give him the protagonism he deserves as the protagonist's son.
no.
Which they kind of did after the arc of Granola, where they had the arc in Dragon Ball Super where we had the
superhero, right?
yeah like them in high school,
because
like,
they added a little bit of like them at school and all that shit.
yeah, and we kind of got that. I don't know if anything happens after they was done adapting the arc, because I don't know if they did anything more, because I know that's when Toriyama passed away.
Yeah. And
Yeah.
it's so funny that the most that happened to Goten, aside from his little superhero gig, even though he even then got sidelined, I believe in the tweet you can see the artwork of Goten playing a game while riding the Nimbus. I feel like that is the best thing that has happened to Goten ever.
Yes, it looks so adorable. I'm like, looks awesome. Like, I love it.
Introduced.
But I want to talk about this shocking news that I don't know if you guys are fans, because
Yeah.
I'm not. Actually, I haven't seen the series, so I really want to ask you guys how you guys feel about this. We have the Special News History Strongest Disciple Kenshi 2 Masters Edition is begin a serialization once again in March.
Yeah.
That is crazy.
So I'm not into the series. This is the reason I put this on here. So this is something that our mutual friend Eden's had, like, he'd mentioned it to me before, and it's something that was coming out, like, I think it started like late 99 into like the mid 2000s, and the manga kept going until like 2014. So it's got like 500 something chapters to it. So yeah, it's one of those series. But yeah, this has some hype behind it. Like, a lot of people are hyped because this is the series coming back for a part 2, where the main character is a master of martial arts. So the whole concept with this series is this guy he meets his girl. So, you know, when a man and woman love each other very much, the man ends up having to learn all the different styles of martial arts from all these different martial arts masters and all that. So it's basically you're kind of a shonen story, but it does have some ecchi moments in it. So, you know, if you're a gooner, you'll probably like it as well for those moments. But yeah, I have heard some hype about the series. It's been on my list, and the fact that this was, like, I told our friend Eden's this, and immediately he starts going into every single Discord he's most Discords that he's in, being like, "Oh my god, guys!" Like, there's very few things I see Eden's get very hyped for. You know, Vox Populi for one. That's still going to this day. Shoot, Trevor, what's another one that's like big on him right now.
Ranger Reject?
Well, that's me, which, by the way, people, make sure you read Ranger Reject. I still need to read the latest chapter that came out. But anyways, like when Edens gets hyped, he gets hyped. And this had him hyped to the nth degree, where it's just like, oh, okay, so this means something. And I saw other people hyped about it too. Like, wait, what? This is coming back after 12 years? Excuse me? Nani? Because like apparently the final page of the manga had like you didn't see the guy at old age. Apparently you just saw like his hand, and it's all like a buff hand and all that shit. So people are speculating, okay, this is probably taking place before that. I don't know what happens in it, because again, I didn't really read it yet, so stay tuned later this year for my updates on that. So this has some hype to it. It's got me invested enough to be like, okay, you know what, I'm actually gonna watch it or read it or both. Probably both, because that's what I'm doing with the room as well. So yeah, just wanted to put it out there to be like, hey, this was news that came out. People are hyped about it. Let's talk about it.
Well, guess what? It's time for the Weebs news. Oh my goodness, more fireworks and confetti launching everywhere. Oh my god, is that a tiger running around? Oh my god. All right, but unfortunately, we must get heavy once again. We must now pour another ceremonial bottle of sake out. Catherine O'Hara, I am pretty sure everyone has already heard about this one. Catherine O'Hara, who most people probably remember her as the mom from Home Alone. She has passed away tragically at 71. So rest in peace. I don't even know what else I could say. She's had a very legendary career.
Same as well. We appreciate you and your career that you have done for us. And you but hey, age well. Fine wine.
If anyone wants to cry, you can look up what Macaulay Culkin said about her.
Why would you remind me of that?
Because, it's appropriate. But hey, we move on to
a talking head.
Yeah, I was about to say. So, in terms of, a God of War live action show being made, gasp! Oh my goodness, what do you mean? It's like, all right, well, guess what, guys? I need you all to strap in. So, Mimir, the guy that played Mimir in the game, he is playing Mimir in the live action show. They brought him back. Alistair Duncan, he brought him back in. And guess what? He's not alone. We have new additions to the cast of God of War, and I have them all pulled up here. So we have Max Parker playing Heimdall. I am so sorry for Max. I cannot wait to see you brutally die.
I can't wait. I'm excited.
Me too. And we also have Teresa Palmer playing Sif.
Yeah. I mean, she looks the part. She looks good for it.
Yeah. Excited. And then we have something I didn't know how to feel at first, because Ryan Hurst, the guy that played Thor, is playing Kratos. So it's like, all right, well, who's gonna play Thor? And turns out it is I might butcher this, Olafur D. Olafsson. Wait a sec, guys. The One Piece name. His name is Olafur D. Olafsson.
Oh my god.
And he's playing Thor.
By the way,
that's perfect.
He is great in the show of Severance. Highly recommend it.
Okay, good.
I watched a clip of that earlier because someone was like, it was just a random clip. It was like, so if you guys, underestimate him as an actor being serious, check out this. And he just spoke like one sentence. And I'm like, Oh, yeah. I get it.
He's good.
Good choice.
He's good.
What I'm very curious about, though.
Oh, yes,
Trevor,
yes.
How do you feel about this Odin casting?
Perfect. It's perfection. So for anyone that doesn't know, Mandy Patinkin is Odin. And for those that don't recognize the name, if you have watched Princess Bride, he is the one and only Inigo Montoya, the master swordsman, the man who avenged his father. Fucking perfect casting. I love him as an actor. And Odin, Like Odin, over time, over the years since Ragnarok came out, he has become one of my favorite villains in general. Like, first time, it's like, who the fuck is this guy? Why is he acting like a sleazy mob boss? You know, I guess it lines up with 2018 God of War, but what else you got? Yeah, dude, okay. You know, anyone that says that it's not accurate to Norse mythology, guys and gals, Norse mythology doesn't agree with Norse mythology. Just want to throw that out
They
there.
don't. It gets confusing at some point.
But yeah, Odin is like a very despicable villain, and you need someone very charismatic and can tell a lie with a straight face. You need a guy that's able to say that if snow is white, he's lying. So yeah, I'm very excited to see how Odin's going to be portrayed by this legend of an actor. But any other reactions to these casts at all?
Look,
Just give me the show.
agreed. Thank you. Walker said it for me. Great casting. There's so much we can do with casting. We had Michael Fassbender as Assassin's Creed, and that project failed. So as much as you can do with casting, it depends on what's the project.
Good point.
Remind me that movie happened.
Yeah.
Hey, don't worry. I can remind you of a happier time. Because guess what, guys? If you thought that Lego was done milking the nostalgia cow, guess what? You're wrong. They have released another Lego build. Then this one is $150. What is this? A singular statue of Winnie the Pooh with his little honey pot. You all know my feelings from the past two. This is the third week in a row where we've had a Lego story. So my feelings are the same. How are you guys feeling about Winnie the $150 Pooh?
It should go to poo time. Oh my God.
Well played. What about you, Walks?
Oh, bother. That's all I got. Like, why? Just why?
And
why?
who's this for?
$70 at
what
most.
kid or parents are gonna be spending $150 just for it? Like, you must be like,
They're
that's
out there.
That is literally a 6-hour paycheck or a day paycheck for most people, or a 2-day paycheck. Like, you literally are spending $150, bro. Like a $70, like your Lego. Who are you expecting to spend this money for? I get nostalgic, but my G, give it reasonable prices so people can actually afford it, and you can get more market of the unit price.
I at this point, I'm agreed more with the sentiments. Like, it's not for kids. It's for it's doing what Disney does best, and now Lego's taking that approach. They aren't really appealing to the kid. They're appealing to the people with nostalgia for they run on nostalgia. They are fueled by nostalgia, and if they're willing to pay this much for, you know, a fucking Venusaur and Squirtle and Blastoise and Charizard, sure, they'll pay $150 for Winnie the Pooh. He's cute. Everyone likes Winnie the Pooh.
You truly are despicable, brother.
I agree, soundboard. But hey, it's time to get into things that I think we all unironically love. Yes. I didn't even hear about this until like a few hours ago. I just missed the news. But a few films got added to the National Film Registry. And for those that don't know what that is, the National Film Registry is like when they accept films as part of their, their sacred order. That basically means that they are recognized for their cultural impact. Yep. They are movies that should be watched, given any cost. And there's 4 films that I have seen that got added there, and they are The Truman Show, The Incredibles, Inception, and The Karate Kid.
On all of them.
I think the only one I find funny is Inception. But again, the other 3, no arguments for me.
I feel like with Inception, it was mainly like the talking points that came from it. Like, I think with that, it really started kind of this swell of like, okay, let's be a little what's the word I'm looking for? Let's keep things open-ended. Like, was it a dream? Like, did he stay in a dream, or is it real life? We don't know. It's open-ended, like something like that, Now, granted, some movies may be better than others with execution with that, but that's for other people to argue about. I'm glad the movies are in there.
Me
I agree.
too. How about you, Vash?
Great choices. You can't go wrong with them.
I'm surprised the Truman Show wasn't already in there. That's the only other thing. You know,
but hey, better late than never. I don't know why it took so long, but hey, you're in. But now we must go on to another film, a film that I'm sure everyone on Earth is looking forward to with every fiber of their being. Yeah. So, Toy Story. Randy, it's okay. The paycheck is in the mail. Anyway. Randy, go away. No, we don't need you. No. We wait for 3 more years and then we'll bring you back for a fucking spinoff, okay? Calm your tits. So anyway,
remember what your old pal said, boy. You got
all right, I killed him. So anyway, Toy Story 5's director, Andrew Stanton, tells us how doing more Toy Story sequels is similar to the world of Game of Thrones. And his exact quote is, "It's always been a series where the world keeps on going. We let time happen. The kids grow up." Vash, how are you feeling about this? I have a rant, but I'll let you go first.
I have no rant, chat. I'm not here for this. I don't give a fuck. Look, Toy Story, I enjoy the movie. I don't love it. It's not my top animated film, so Disney/Pixar. No, it's not. Toy Story is beautiful. I love, like, Hey God Friend of Me. I do listen to the song, but do I always connect it to the story? No. I just love the song a lot. Toy Story 1 and 2, great. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, where there's Fast and Furious. I'd rather see the Fast and Furious in fucking space than Toy Story number 8. I don't give a fuck. I love my toys. I love my Bionicles. I love my pops that I have. Yes, chat, Bionicles. We out there. It was before Lego was a thing that popular, but I don't need a whole type of Toy Story universe. Like, my G, it's not Game of Thrones. Like, there's a whole book establishment for that. There's a whole type of life, lineage, bloodline. What the fuck we have? Toy Story, Buzz Lightyear. Are we gonna get forks now as toys? Are we gonna continue getting plates? Are we gonna go? I don't know, man. I don't care for it, honestly.
Boy.
I honestly don't give a
Whawkins,
fuck.
how do you... Oh,
I think he's still shot dead, that he doesn't care about it because he's still put to sleep.
Whawkins, you can wake up now. I revived the...
In Monster Reborn! I play in Monster Reborn. You come back to life.
Batman with his kids and dog. Rolling.
So, chat, it seems like he doesn't care about the game. I mean, he doesn't care about the movie. Yes, Toy Story 5. He doesn't care about the universe. Trev, talk to us about your rant. Is it that you still don't care? Are you excited about this?
It's the fact that it's like you chose the worst possible analogy. It's like, it's Toy Story sequels. It's going to be like Game of Thrones. And it's like the series that at this point is now been universally panned for how to continue the story and the world. Why would you say it like that? And it was like, oh, well, we let time happen. The kids grow up. It's like, well, Toy Story 5 was unnecessary. You pretty much ended it perfectly on Toy Story 3. If anything, Toy Story 4, if you want to put it on Game of Thrones terms, was season 8. It was that bad. But if there's any solace from seeing how people are reacting to this news, the vast majority are like, just leave it alone. Just stop. You can leave Toy Story be. It's all right. But yeah, I'm guessing we have no more comments. So it's time for...
Wait, I want to talk about this one. I want to talk about this one because it's a quick short one.
Yes, go ahead.
Hey, chat, if you guys want to hear about James 1, and if you guys love the Samus, or if you guys love Toy Story but instead want to play a game, James Wan and Lee Wanell, hope I'm pronouncing that right, tell us that what it feels like to finally have the rights to Saw back, because they got the rights back from the studio because they haven't done anything with the IP, and it's a piece of quotation from them. It's a piece of IP that was created by us, as opposed to trying to reshape or refashion someone else's IP. This is our little universe, so it feels like it's coming home back to us, and they can reinvent it in their own way since they created this universe. And I feel like I'm not a big horror fan. guys, but I've always enjoyed the universe of the Sonic games because you question the reality of, the simple game of you cut off a leg, you cut off a piece of your arm to survive is part of the game, to entertain somebody else for your misery, just to get back out of it and be alive with maybe your still full body. It's enjoyable. How do you guys feel about this one? As a quick question.
I like it. I like this little announcement.
More companies need to do this. Microsoft with Banjo-Kazooie.
Yes.
No, it's my IP to sit on and do nothing
Nintendo with Star Fox.
Kill me.
Yes. Star Fox would be nice.
Nintendo with F-Zero.
Nintendo with a lot of games. But I know
Yeah.
Trev wants to talk to us about more of his parks in the Anima Kingdom in the universe, correct?
This one
Motherfucker! All right, who here has heard of the ride Dinosaur in Disney's Animal Kingdom?
I haven't. I don't go to Anima Kingdom.
It's okay, Vash. I can destroy you later. Whawkins, how about you?
I love dinosaurs.
Good.
Why
And
I
would
like
you say...
Mono.
Okay, all right, calm down there. So, this part, it's just... So Today was the final day of operations for Dinosaur, the ride at Animal Kingdom. This was, if I remember right, one of the OGs in that whole park. And for obvious reasons, just saying, like the whole point of, because my ranch is going to be, it's like, oh, hey, what are you closing Dinosaur for? What is replacing it? And it's like, oh, well, we're going to have an Encanto ride. And it's like, Encanto.
Oh,
Okay.
that's what's going there again?
Well, it's one of two things that are replacing it. It's like, okay, so you can kind of make that work, but it's no dinosaur. I mean, you have an animal-based theme park, and you're getting rid of dinosaurs. That's it's not really going to work. But what's the other thing that?
Anyways.
My fucking god. It's like, all right, so what is this? What's this other thing that's going in there? And it's like, oh, it will be an Indiana Jones ride. I'm like, wait, excuse you? It's like, oh yeah, Indiana Jones. And it's like, how is this animal related? It's like, oh, he'll be avoiding creatures while looking for a treasure. It's like, we already have that.
That's just their excuse just to add another Indiana Jones ride.
Exactly.
And
exactly.
And it's called Expedition Everest. It already exists. You dodge a Yeti. But it's like this thing is so fucking bonkers. I don't get it. Someone explain to me. In an animal-based theme park, why is the dinosaur going extinct? Why?
They're extinct anyways. Just end it.
It's dumb Disney magic. They brought it back. They brought mythical creatures into the park. Why is it that the dinosaurs are going away for the kid and his tiger?
Look, mythical creatures do exist. Nessie's out there. Big
Yeah, he said Busch Gardens. What do you mean? But the second part is like, I've seen people comment. It's like, well, who cares about Dinosaur? It was an old crummy ride anyway. I can't wait for the new stuff. It's like, oh, really? I'm sure there's no positive appeal to Dinosaur in any way, shape, or form that matches, oh, I don't know, let's get spicy for this one, Splash Mountain. No one liked Splash Mountain as a ride, guys. No one liked Dinosaur as a ride either. But wait, how come there's so many videos coming out of people just like standing in line for it and just having a good old time in Restaurantosaurus? And would you guys like to guess the wait time for Dinosaur today? It's peak time for waiting.
3 hours?
4 hours.
4 hours? What was your guess, Vash?
3 hours.
Whawkins was actually the closest. The highest wait time that I have seen was 250 minutes.
Oh, God.
I'm pretty sure Splash Mountain didn't even reach that one. I had to double check, but 250 minutes.
Yeah, that's a little over 4 hours. Oh, God.
Oh dear lordy lord. But hey, guess what? It's okay that dinosaur will die because the corporate fucks approved it. And speaking of corporate fucks, let's get to the biggest fucker of all. Because you can't talk about Disney without Robert Iger. I meant to put in this story last time, but the CEO of Disney, who was already showing signs that he was headed on out the door for a while, his fucking salary increased to $45.8 million.
Yay!
What? And this is the same motherfucker, the same piece of fuck that said during the writer's strike.
Oh, don't even remind me. Don't even remind me. Oh my god, don't.
They have unrealistic expectations if they think we can meet their demands. Mr. I have $45.8 million in fucking salary.
Chat, he literally gave himself that bonus himself that year as well.
Yep.
And also advocated that we should be having AI more in the industry in a company of Disney.
This is why Disney Plus is doing the short form content. I cannot wait for the AI bubble to burst and have its messy remains splatter. But that's not even it. That's not even it, because this is the big one. Bob Iger, again, who literally just got a pay increase because of course he did. He plans to leave Disney before the end of this year. Motherfucker literally paid himself a larger amount for doing jack shit, and now it's like, well, I'm heading on out. See you guys. Have fun choosing my successor. And the CEO wars have begun. I believe all the big wigs are going to be meeting next week to discuss the big successor. I don't think it's going to be any surprise. I think it's going to be Josh D'Amaro. And for those that are unfamiliar with Josh D'Amaro, he is the president of the park operations. So in Disney World, I believe. And you may think, well, hey, hold up there, Cloudy. Isn't that kind of a win? No. It's the guy that has been, he has been responsible for the IP invasion of the park. So things like Avatar getting its thing in Animal Kingdom, Bug's Life being turned into Zootopia, and the Encanto and the dinosaur stuff turned into the Indiana Jones, whatever. A lot of the things that have been going south in Disney World, I mean, they all have to stem from somewhere, and well, president of the parks.
So it sounds like bad apples are not going to be improving anything in the higher of the hierarchy.
It is the same logic that I have with, Kathleen Kennedy's out, who's coming in? Dave Filoni. It's like, well, fucking rip.
I was going to use that reference as well, but you hit it on the nail. Same thing. That works.
So yeah, that was all the glorious news. Does anyone have anything else they want to comment on this fun little news day?
Disney.
Yeah, go ahead. I'll follow you.
I'll do it. I'll make all the IPs great. There will be no more live action, all animated. And
can we nuke Frozen Ever After?
Yes.
No. If anything, we're gonna make 4 more of them in every household.
We're gonna also get the Marvel Cinematic Universe as well, having its own Marvel animated show. Bring the Marvel Avengers.
That's dead.
No. No. I say the Marvel Avengers, like the animated is what I'm talking about, sir. The animated.
Oh, yeah. Well, yeah. See, we're on the similar wavelength. It's just the step before all that is just nuking the MCU as a whole.
Yes. Woo-hoo! Doing it right.
Just starting over from scratch.
Don't worry. Wait until Doomsday comes out.
But hey,
they're already doing that themselves.
Since we're talking about starting over, let's get to the main topic of the show, our discussion. That is it gonna get more toxic? Because hey, we're not Kit Wilson. We're not gonna be having a whole song here for you, but we will be having explosion, big fireworks, like Whawkins said. Because we're here for our main topic of audience ships versus canon love. For those that don't know, when the fan desires collide with the creator's intent, like many examples I will tell you guys right now, like one that happened recently in Stranger Things. People was mad that, our girl Nancy was not with our boy
Byler.
Steve or not with our boy Jonathan, technically with nobody. So a lot of the fandom was upset about that type of fandom. So, same thing with the ending of another anime called My Hero Academia or Boku no Hero Academia. We had Deku and Ochaku, where the fandom wanted Deku and Bakugo. That's what we wanted. So it's just talking
Man,
about
we
that
did.
of the audience ships versus canon love. So we're gonna talk about, does this matter for the ownership of the emotional investment, or where does the story belong when fans could care deeply about the characters, but when their own fandom, when their own head canon don't actually come to fruition? Like, it wasn't Ichigo with Rukia, it was Ichigo with Orihime. Why couldn't it be
So
them together?
I'm glad you used that as the example, because that's always the example that pops into my head whenever this question kind of comes up. Because that's the thing. It's like, okay, it's one thing to engage in the series and be like, okay, yeah, shipping wars hurt, but like, you can have fun with that. It could be the whole like, oh, Ichigo should be with Rukia. No, he should be with Orihime. Or no, they shouldn't be with him at all. They should be with them each other in a lesbian kind of thing. It's just like, all right, well, I mean, get into fanfics with that one, sure, cool, neat, whatever. But like, when the writer clearly writes something, like, it's one thing to have fun with it, to just be like, oh yeah, Ichigo and Rukia, herpadur. But like, when you use your own headcanon to like trash on the series, then when it doesn't happen, like,
When you burn your volumes.
yeah, like,
Oh my
I
God, I
clearly
remember.
all of those videos that came out of people being right in front of trash cans, burning volumes, and their reasoning, Ichigo didn't end up with Rukia. And I'm just sitting here like, you guys are stupid, and I mean, Vash also made the other example of MHA. Like, this is at least in the anime manga realm, because like, yeah, people were pissed that Bakugo and Deku were not a thing. They're like, oh, this series is trash because it's right there, and they're not even confirming that he's with Uraraka. It's just like, they kind of are. It's just more of an adult, nuanced way, but nuance is lost in our Lord's year of 2026 when it comes to any sort of conversation about anything. But the Stranger Thing one, again, like, a lot of this is recent memory too, but like, the Stranger Things one is just kind of funny. And that one just makes me laugh, because it's just like Will and
Bylers,
Will and Mike.
Yeah,
Will and Mike are not going to end up together. And dude, if y'all want to hear us talk about the whole complaint of, oh, Nancy and Jonathan broke up, ? Go check out our Stranger Things talks, because I'm not going to regurgitate what we said in there. Long story short, or TLDR, y'all are stupid.
Yeah.
You only get out, touch grass, and talk to a man or a woman. Like, Jesus Christ.
No, they smell.
No, but again, like, it's fine to have fun with it, be like, oh, Naruto's just gay for Sasuke because they had their first kiss together. Like, that's funny. Like, that's funny. It's when you start taking it over the line and start like making it serious. It's just like, y'all need to shut up. Y'all need to stop.
Do you have any quick thoughts about that, Trev?
Yeah, it's I'm going to use MHA as my little example. I have the fact that people let their fanship take over their lives. For it's like, oh my god, Deku isn't banging Bakugo in the hospital bed. How come we're dealing with heterosexual relationships? Where's the homo? Where's our representation, Horikoshi? It's like, you guys are crazy. There's no way other to describe that. You guys are just like, you are allowing this thing to poison the storytelling that's happening right in front of you. I don't understand why you do that, why you allow that. And it's like, oh, well, you're just crazy. That's all I can say. Do I agree with some ships that might have happened? No, and we're going to talk about one of them. It's going to be quite controversial, I imagine, for one reason or another. But it's like,
and what's her face?
No. It's perfect. Shut up. Fuck you.
I was gonna say one.
You're right.
I was gonna say one as an example to bring it up as well. The that brings me, and I remember the Legend of Korra, because that was after Avatar: Last Airbender was around social media. Like there was MySpace, there was Facebook and everything, but it wasn't as big. But the Legend of Korra was in the rise of that Twitter, rise of the social media and everything, and it was where people found out that Korra was lesbian, and the end of the relationship of the series was Korra and Asami. But on the timeline, everyone was rooting for Korra and Mako. Like, why did they not end up together? Or was Mako and Asami, they should have ended up together. So it was just one that I want to shout out, because it was interesting how people was upset that in Legend of Korra, in the Avatar universe, they're introducing lesbian as our avatar, and as ending the story as her fucking up the whole type of lineage as the avatar. So just seeing how the whole community was just adding layers of hatred for Korra, like, you guys are gonna have to understand, she's in a different world of where Aang is. They're both are having their own issues. You can't really compare to oranges and apples, where they're handling with their own problems. Just because they're from the same fruit line, but don't mean they got the same issues.
Yeah, and I mean, I don't know. Korra is a good example, or just Legend of Avatar, or in general, because there's another ship in just the original one with what was it?
Zuko and Katara.
Yeah, Zuko Katara
and Katara. Yeah, like that one's always fun to hear people talk.
yes. Oh my god, the fan art is crazy.
Oh my god, full circle moment right here. Because remember earlier, before we started recording, we were listening to some clips I had saved on my phone, and one of them was from like 5.5 years ago. God, that's crazy to think about. But 5.5 years ago, when me and you were doing the CBR streams, do you remember the one stream we had when it was like, it was about it? It was an article written about how what's his name? Katara's brother. Not Zuko.
Sokka?
Fucking
Sokka.
Sokka. Yeah, it was Sokka and Toph.
Yeah. Yes, it was Sokka and Toph. Yes, that was also a fan.
CBR even had a video about it.
That's right. We died because the logic was so bad.
That's true. Toph did had a crush on Sokka. That is true.
What?
Oh, it was more than that with that article, or no, that video. It was pain.
Oh,
it was literally because a moment, and they smiled at each other. Just like, that's your argument. That's your thing. That's your. God.
There's one that I want to laugh about, because I know I have a couple questions. Please chat. Please comment below on this topic and everything. So please, if you guys enjoyed this and everything. There's one I also want to shout out is to Harry Potter. Harry Potter is one of them.
I know where this is going. I cannot wait to mention
so
that
canon.
one.
So the canon one is Harry and Ginny and Ron and Hermione. But everyone, even myself, I'll be honest, as a kid, I thought it was going to be Harry and Hermione was going to end up together. On mine.
I'm going to back you up there, because guess what? So did J.K. Rowling.
Yeah.
I am pretty sure that it was revealed that she was on board with Harry and Hermione. She was already planning that from the beginning.
Yes, it would change.
However, however, because she didn't want to fall under the stereotypes, she's like, well, actually, it's Ron now. It's like, what? It's like, really? It's like, yeah, they're together. They're gonna get married now. Woo!
I mean, I'm not gonna lie. I don't hate that. I think my issue with it is the fact that Harry ended up with Ginny.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was random.
That's just the one. I'm just like, wait, Ron's basically your brother. She's basically kind of like your baby sister, but not okay. We're doing that. All right. Plus, like, I don't know. I don't. Ginny's not a character to me.
Yeah.
She's just not.
But hey,
you know
what's a character I also
sorry.
want to shout out before we get to the last before we get to the question is a video game one. And I know, Whawkins, you're gonna be like, which one?
Yeah.
Final Fantasy VII, Cloud and Aerith and Tifa.
What have you done?
Look, the only thing I'm gonna say is I'm more I'm more for Cloud and Aerith because that means Tifa can be mine. So that's where I stand.
Okay, interesting answer. Interesting. Trevor, again, answer, please. Let us know. No answer.
Yes.
Understood.
You know what? I want Cloud and Tifa to be a thing more, just so that we don't have to relive the whole Aerith theme. Because I have a feeling that the game really doesn't want to do the Aerith dies route.
I mean, I see. Yeah, I don't know what they're going to be doing after
Yeah,
Rebirth.
part 3 comes out. I think the rumors next year. I think it's part 3 is where they're trying to go with.
I think they're trying to get Tifa to die. That's like one of the big talks right now.
Oh shit! Yeah, the community.
I will literally throw my game. I will literally.
I can imagine that. I could imagine the reactions from a few people. No, they're like, "What Tifa during that? I would be crazy for that."
Whawkins burns his copy of the game outside the backyard.
I would, and I would burn all my Kingdom Hearts copies too.
Look,
why is that?
That's a crazy switch up.
Because that means because they spend so much time on this damn Final Fantasy 7. Where's my Kingdom Hearts 4? Where's any Kingdom Hearts anything? You bastard! No.
Hey, be patient.
And then they go. I swear, if they kill Tifa off because of that, if they held off Kingdom Hearts 4 because they were just like, "Duh, let's kill Tifa in your next game." No.
So I'm shocked that Whawkins did not mention this before we got to our question. It's Persona, the Persona series. I'm shocked you didn't mention a shout out for that. I'm shocked you didn't mention it.
No, that says the best route is the harem route.
Oh my god.
Hey,
especially in 5, because it has the Valentine scene. Because so fun fact with that, it's like, okay, you choose one person. Like if you go the harem route, you still have to go on like a date on Valentine's Day. So you can choose, okay, out of your plethora of harem girls, it's like, all right, I'm going to go on the Valentine's Day with An this time. Or you can choose not to go on a date with anybody or hang out with like your bros like Ryuji or whatever. That's also an option. So it's very open-ended. But what's funny is, I don't know if this is the option too, if this happens when you hang out with one of the guys, but if you do go like on a date or something with somebody, the next day on the 15th, the whole harem shows up at the cafe and they're all pissed at you. They're just like, wait, hold, like that's when they find out. Cause like, that's the thing, the harem route, you don't tell any of them that you're dating another girl. So they all find out right then and there that you've been dating every single girl in the whole game, and they beat you up.
Oh shit!
They beat you up, and then
my fault.
And then Sojiro just walks by. He's just like, "Huh, well, kid, that kind of sucks," because he's like a former player or whatever, I guess. In easier terms of play, so he's just like, "Huh, well, you played the game and you fucked around, buddy. Here's a piece of chocolate for you. You can get Soldier's chocolate that way." Oh, it's so good. So yes, Persona games, you go the harem route. I am right. You all are wrong for choosing somebody, except for Persona 3, you choose the red-haired girl.
You hit her here, guys. Choose the red-haired girl. But with that being said, we have the couple questions to go rapid fire and talk about it. The number one is, do creators owe fans the payoff of the emotional investment that we get into? Like, if Ichigo didn't get with Rukia, but then at the end, it was Orihime all along, do they deserve the payoffs for us?
No, well, it honestly just depends on, like, surface level. They don't owe specific fans a specific ending. The only time where that would fall naturally would be like, all right, going from A to B story wise, does this relationship make sense? And I will use that Korra. Let's bring in Korra for this one. It's like, did the writers owe it to the audience? They thought they did. That's why they did Korra and Asami, even though they did fuck all together and they're really terrible for each other. But hey, they did it for the relationship points to really get those finale ratings up high. But yeah, just surface level, no. But for me, it's like, it depends on the writing. If it makes sense, it makes sense. If it doesn't, well, that's on them. They don't owe you anything.
Yeah. And I mean, that's just the thing. It's just like, because I'm very much in the same way. So it's just one of those things where, you know, when you do get to the ending or like that reveal. So like, again, the whole Bleach example, you know, a lot of people, and Trevor, you could probably back me up on this too. A lot of people remember Bleach through the anime more than the manga. And the anime very early on, like during the Substitute Soul Reaper arc, they changed a lot of things. Like they moved around a lot of parts to the point where Orihime at one point was, because like here's the thing, manga Orihime was more in tune with Ichigo's emotions.
Yes,
earlier on.
Yes, I remember
like
reading the difference.
Yeah, like she recognized a lot more things when Rukia was captured and captured and brought back to the Soul Society. She was the one to urge Ichigo on, like, hey, you know, we should probably go do this. Like, you know, you care about Rukia. You give a shit about her. You need to go get her. Anime, she's just like, nah, that'd be dumb. Don't do that. That'd be silly. Like that's not Orihime at all. You know, and then of course the anime also had that one filler episode really late into its run where they're just like, oh, here's Ichigo and Rukia being cute together as Ichigo teaches her how to ice skate.
Bait.
They lied to the whole audience. They lied to the whole audience. Hey, audience,
Jesus
we're gonna
Christ.
clickbait you.
But like that's the thing, is like once you get to the ending, and see, this is why again it's always important to at least go back to a series once it's done and over with, and revisit a few things, see how things were set up. Now that you know where the end post is, okay, how did we get there? What's the path that we went down and all that? And you start seeing some of those hints too, like again with Ichigo and Orihime, there was a lot more hints, a lot more just like whenever those two would talk to each other, a lot more of like noticing how Ichigo would talk to her and all that. Like you notice these things after seeing the ending part. So then you can use the brain that God gave you, that you were born with, and interpret, okay, here's how it went, and ease your little blow of thinking that Rukia and Ichigo should have been a thing, rather than just dogpiling on it and be like, oh, this is ass, this is bullshit. Just go back. Just go back and revisit. It's fine. It's fine if you have to revisit multiple times and all that shit. Just
are you telling people does that mean that they need to reread and you're following the advice like, oh, no book is read the same way twice?
Perish the thought.
Good God, God, you're a revolutionary, aren't you?
Somebody, see, I learned from this visionary over here, you know, like the way we talk and all that stuff and everything. Like, man, because again, like I'm somebody with the memory of Swiss cheese. I understand that. I know that. Sometimes I need to go back and be like, wait, hold on. Did I miss something? Did I miss that right there? Did I misinterpret something like that? Trevor here, Mr. Cloudy here with a chance of meatballs. You had a great experience with like Spider-Verse where you were just like, wait, hold on, what is this thing? And you dogged the whole movie because of it, and then you went back, didn't you?
Yeah, the whole for context here, when I went to see Spider-Verse 2, by the way, my theater was so bad in terms of audio quality. I could not understand a single line that was being said throughout the movie. It's like all the dialogue was like kind of muted, and what I could make out. Oh, dude! Like what I could make out was like a bunch of bullshit. Especially with like the whole how they were saying of like, oh well, all the Spider-Men are destined, and it's like, no. Don't do that. Spider-Man's all about choice. It's not about destiny. But then I had to go back to that because Eden's dogpiled on me for that one. You dogpiled on me for that one, Whawkins.
Like, wait, what? There's no way. There's no way Trevor's misinterpreting this. Like, what? How? Don't fail me here.
So it's like all my friends who I told this take to, it's like I could not understand what the movie was saying. Please, someone explain what I was missing. And it's like, oh yeah, well it's this and this and this, and it's like, okay. When it comes out again, I will watch it, or if I go back into the theater, I will watch it. And that's exactly what I did. And I finally understood all the dialogue. I was like, oh, okay. So yeah, I still the Spider-Man being all destined is bullshit, and Miles is going to be the one to try and break that. I don't like how that ties to all the other Spider-Man properties that I've grown up watching for a character all about choice. But hey, now I know what the fuck is happening. I can appreciate the dialogue out of it.
So here, guys, you heard it here. Rewatch the series, reread the series, and you would appreciate it in case you mishear it or in case you miss some dialogue that the anime will try to give you an agenda that there is no big three of Zoro and Sanji. There's only one winged eagle of them.
I have a winged eagle belt. Does that count?
Yeah, it counts. It counts.
Side tangent. Why is this called a winged eagle? Eagles have wings.
No, they don't.
Anyways. Oh, that's right. They run on all fours. Gotcha. That
like kangaroos.
Yeah. Well, but I mean, yeah, that's just the thing. I mean, it's the same with like romance too, and all that, like romance series, rom-coms, and all that. Like, if you just go back and look at it, even if you didn't like the ending, you can kind of appreciate. Okay, this is the route they took. I don't really like the ending if that was how you interpret it, but hey, at least at that point you're using your brain rather than the whole stand conversation with it. So it's kind of trying to turn it back around to the whole romance angle, since this is Love Month after all.
Yes. So that's a good way to bring it back to now ask the last couple of questions is, should canon matter to more than fan interpretation? Like, if Luffy doesn't get with Boa Hancock or with Nami, or Luffy doesn't get with somebody because Oda doesn't want to give him a partner, but does it matter that we, us fans, still have in our head canon that Deku and Bakugo are piping each other with their own strap-ons every night instead in their own fan theories? And head cannons.
You gave me a bad picture about Deku and Bakugo, so I'm just gonna forget all that. In this instance, canon kind of trumps your little head canon, like actual canon. I mean, because that's just the thing. That's what it is. You can have your head canons if you want to write fan fiction. More power to you. Just don't take that as fact. Opinions are not facts. Fan fictions are opinions, therefore your fan fiction is not fact. Your rewrite of Attack on Titan final chapter is not the actual ending of Attack on Titan. Your redo of the ending of JJK is not the actual ending of JJK. Shush.
He's making facts.
It's the mentality of saying like, it doesn't matter if your fan fiction is, if it's more appealing to some people, it's like, it's still not the canon experience. It's never going to overtake the canon experience.
And then with that in mind, my question is to you guys, has social media changed how creators write romance? Because with current days that everyone will criticize, everyone will write an article, everyone will write a tweet, everyone has their own website, their own WordPress that could give their thoughts on how this chapter, this page, Rent a Girlfriend, chapters are out, people could read the scans, and then just people response online. You think that the authors have changed their style of writing because of how the online community is?
A bit. This kind of goes back to Bleach too. I mean, again, it's just the easiest one to have these examples with, which is kind of crazy. Now this is really more of a romance example though, but with Bleach, and Trevor again, fact check me too with this. And spoiler alerts too, when Byakuya dies, quote unquote, Kubo got sent a lot of death threats because of that. And it turned into, he's not actually dead, he's still alive. Hey, look at that. So like when it comes to social media, because we've seen it where social media people, or people with burner accounts and side accounts and all that stuff, yeah, they will dogpile on a creator if something's booty cheeks. Oshinoko, for example, got dogpiled for its booty cheeks ending, which, from what I heard, yeah, that was kind of a little rough when it comes to that.
The same thing with Naruto, like Naruto and Hinata. A lot of people wanted Naruto and Sakura, where people wanted when Sakura did the whole speech in the Winter Village, and she said like, "Oh, Naruto, I love you," and people were like, "Oh my god, they can actually end up together." And by the end, it was actually Naruto and Hinata having their own kids and having their own type of marriage and their wedding. But then it was Sakura with her abuser, with her lover Sasuke, so they could end up together.
Currently, Rent-A-Girlfriend is kind of doing this in the manga.
The author put himself in the artist of the character's face. People was criticizing that.
And keeping this to manga, I guess. I mean, I think one good way to kind of do this, especially with a romance series, at least I thought it was good. I mean, I didn't really read it, but I heard what happened. We Never Learn apparently has like multiple endings, like an ending for each girl.
Heard about that.
Yeah. So that's actually kind of cool. I like that idea because it at least gives an ending for everybody who might have a favorite one that we're really pushing for her and all that. So like, yeah, at least gives them the opportunity to be like, okay, this is the ending that I would have wanted to see, and I get that. Like, it's almost like an alternate universe kind of thing that you get. Like, and I don't think any one of them is the correct ending either. I don't think so. I would have to do a little bit more research on that, but to my knowledge, it's all separate endings. So it's just like whichever ending you want to have, that's your ending and all that stuff. And the others are just side quests and all that. But I think that's a really innovative way to kind of get around that, because it's just like, okay, now I can actually have my cake and eat it too, and so can you. I can share my cake with all of you. Isn't that great?
But
I might just be talking about my ass. Who knows?
Let us know, chat, in the comment section below, because we have a question for you guys. Join us over this question to end of our show, and if we were the writers of any of these shows that we have seen throughout the years, and you could change it to make one thing canon and one thing undo, the couple that's there that you didn't like and end up together, which one is your choice? Let us know in the comment section below, because we would love to hear your perspective. And I'm gonna pass it first to Trevor. What's your choice? What do you make canon and what do you undo?
So one canon ship that I would undo would be for Rurouni Kenshin. It would have to be Kenshin and Kaoru, which I know is the whole heart of the thing. But there's also the fact that it's just like, it is still a almost 30-year-old man going on the 17-year-old. And it's not just for that logic. There is another character that Kenshin rescues named Megumi. Not only is she closer in age, but she is very much like Kenshin, where thanks to her own action, she has potentially taken a lot of life. And now she's living in a path of exile, or personal exile. She's just trying to find a path to redemption. And both of them do show a little interest in each other. And it's just the fact that, the writer never really went into that one. It was more for the 17-year-old Poontang. Much like him in real life. God damn it.
Just had to remind yourself of that.
Every time. So yeah, I wish the Kaoru thing, in hindsight, just it didn't go that route. There's a little meta knowledge with that one, but the story is still fine, I guess. It's just I wish it went in a different direction personally. One fan ship that they would make canon.
He wants to go Jack and Bakugo. I know.
No, I don't. I never want to go down that road because that would turn me to a filthy degenerate. But anyway, dude, there's so many Naruto ones I could go with.
I know. Like Inuyasha and Kikyo.
That's a shout. That's a
Just
shout.
throwing out names now.
God, come back to. I'm going to pass it up to Whawkins because he might have his answers. I need time to think about the fanship.
Yeah, I don't know about fanships per se, because like I'm somebody that at least for me, I'm somebody that's like, oh, Ash and Misty have better get together at the end of the show, or else.
Or Dawn. Or Dawn was a good choice as well.
Was there much with Dawn? I know Serena was like a big one.
Oh yeah,
that people were.
Well, Serena was a good
with.
was a good contender as well.
I will say this though, one ship that should have happened, or like, it at least before he left, they should have done something because it still hurts to this day. My boy Jiraiya was screwed out of screwing the best female character in
So
Naruto.
look, that's your canon.
Tsunade.
That's your canon right there. You
Exactly.
You could put Jiraiya and
needed to
Tsunade.
happen.
That's a good canon.
Because that's the thing. That's the thing. It should have happened, man. It was that close. All she had to do was lose one more bet. Son of a bitch.
You know
I
what?
hated it.
I'm gonna add mine on top of this because it's kind of like what should have been. My canon is Denji and Rize. That's my canon.
Yeah, I mean, when you get to part 2 Chainsaw Man, that might change, but I see what you mean.
Yeah,
I
like
see what
still
you mean.
of an alternate
So,
reality, just to have Denji and Rize be together, do the runaway. Would love to see the what if timeline. And if not, my other head canon that until it happens is Bull Hancock and Luffy. I just want to see them end up together and have the future 2-piece type of joke that we have, the sequel. That's my little fun joke.
More Link and Zelda.
Exactly.
What else?
But this Ben, who would I undo as a couple? I don't know. That's a tough one.
There's Sora and Riku.
No.
No, dude, no. The way he reacted to seeing Riku for the first time in a year compared to the first time he saw Kairi after a year. No. He went to his knees for Riku, holding his hand like, Riku. And Kairi was just like, hey.
My God.
So those are some good choices.
I think I got my pick.
All right, what's yours? Talk to us.
All right, this is going way back, and I just remembered, watch. Anyone here watch the CW Flash show?
Oh yes, who do you got?
From season 2, Barry and Detective Spivot.
Yeah, that was an awkward one. That was an awkward setup. Yeah, that's true.
Seaberry.
Their
happened by going
their chemistry.
You know what?
Dude, their chemistry was so perfect, and yet they borked everything.
You know what? Since you brought it up, Oliver and Felicity. If I could just undo, look, they made it work. Look, if they made it work just because they're good actors, they made it work. But story-wise, it did not click. It was supposed to be. It was always supposed to be a Black Canary like it is in the comics with Dana Lance, but they just didn't work with chemistry on all, and they just worked better with Felicity. But if I had to choose one, undo. Yes, Oliver Queen of the Arrow TV show with Felicity Smoke.
Sonic and Amy.
Yeah, I support that. It's not always perfect, adapted, and it's awkward at times, but it worked. In Sonic X, it's just, I feel like it's sad. She tries so hard, and Sonic don't give a fuck.
It's never going to happen because of Ian Flynn. He hates that idea. He hates the idea of Amy being bound to a guy. So now he just turned her into a stereotype of girl bosses to try and get away from that subject.
Well, hey,
it's so funny.
It could be worse. Wait, I just had somebody. Shit. No, never mind. Oh wait, no, yeah, it could be worse. It could be Bulma and Goku.
Ooh.
There's a fan.
Oh yes, I remember.
Right
I remember people.
Fanship.
Yeah, people was hoping for that because of the original series and everything. What it was, yeah.
So much so that Masako X made a what if about it.
That's
my
crazy.
goodness.
Very interesting one too.
An ancient name.
Yeah.
But hey,
He hasn't
chat,
done much content lately.
since we said let's not be bound to a man because we're in the love month of Valentine's of the month February. Let's not be bound to a man, even though we have 3 hosts here as men. Yes, we are saying that. Do not be bound to a man. Don't be bound to a woman either. Enjoy this podcast because this was podcast episode 212 of the many lovely month for this. Thank you guys for watching the show. This was a pleasure for discussion, for what could be the news segment. So big shout out to Trev for adding a good discussion for our show for tonight. And we had a great time to also hear the, I'm about to say Lord Lung.
Oh,
Iron Lung.
Yeah.
Iron Lung
Yeah.
review from the world champion. So any thoughts before we
I've-
end off our show?
I have one more ship. Rhea Ripley and Io Sky. There you go.
Yes, I support. Both ways.
Just kiss already. Damn it.
They be teasing so
Literally-
much.
No, Trevor, you have no idea. The tension's just like right there. It's just like just on the cheek. Just on the cheek. That's all. That's all
Just
you need.
kiss.
Literally.
The fan art that will
Kiss in
happen
the
within those
face.
24 hours of whatever happens of that kiss on the cheek.
Oh, it's
it will
probably
go
already
insane.
out there.
It will no, it's already there. But if it actually happens,
yeah?
the fan heart will escalate.
Oh,
It
yeah.
will skyrocket. It will go insane. So that's insane for that chat. But hopefully you guys enjoyed this fun game discussion. Please comment down below on what you guys think about it. Any last thoughts before I do the full outro chat? Team? Weebs? No. Cloudy Crescent of the clouds of the chance of meatballs.
You know what? Undo Sasuke and Sakura since Vash reminded me of that god awful relationship.
We would not give
Damn.
Sourdough though. You know, the one with the Ochiya eyes. One of the best eyes
Oh
out
no.
Oh no, the
shame.
the horror.
there. The horror. But hey guys, thank you for joining us tonight and taking the time to listen. And the Weebs Lounge podcast was presented by AniMa W3 Studio. Our production team, Vash, Whawkins. A special thanks to our producers and the guests for the show. Please coming on. And don't forget to follow the socials, the brands, the Discord, our personal channels, our streams, our twitch.tv/Whawkins World Champion, twitch.tv/AniMa Studio, /Weebs of the Ring as well for our sidecast of Royal Rumble and our coverage with Vani and Aniki. And maybe Aniki will be making a reappearance on Shonen Ronin. Stay tuned, chat. And lastly, share it, like, and most importantly, give some feedback and let us know what you guys thought of this episode. You guys are what make the show and help us succeed. On behalf of everyone on the Weebs Lounge podcast, we see you later. Take care. And this podcast was not recorded by live studio audience. We see you in the next one. Take care and go eat with some cheese on pancakes with Majin Buu belly by making you some chocolate and some Nutella on the side.
I want syrup on my pizza.
Pancakes like that. Put him in your little hat.
Randy, I'll get the gun again.
Go.
Come on.
Bang, bang, bang.
over.
Bang, bang, bang.